to my channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new. My name is Stephanie, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my secrets to a flawless foundation routine. I'm going to be talking about primers, moisturizers, foundations that I love, and also contour, blush, highlight, everything foundation, and my base I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So if you guys want to see how I do my flawless foundation routine, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing is I'm just pinning back my hair, because nothing is more annoying than doing your foundation and your baby hairs or hair turn gray or like powdery. So we're getting those out of the way. And then next I'm going to be taking my lip balm. I'm using the Carmex Original Classic Lip Balm, and this is just my favorite one that I love to use, so I'm just using that. So yeah, I haven't put anything on my face, no moisturizer. I just got out of the shower and cleansed my face with my CeraVe facial cleanser. So yeah, that's all that I have done to my face so far. Now the number one secret that I have to creating a flawless base is the skincare. I also have a video all about my nighttime skincare routine, which I will post up here. So that is my skincare routine that I have been doing a little bit over 2 months now, and it has really changed my skin. I used to have a lot of texture on my skin, but now it is going away. So now my main focus when it comes to foundation is covering up like dark spots. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a bunch of discoloration on my skin, so that's like a number one goal for me when it comes to my foundation. So the first product that I like to go into for my skin is the Neutrogena Hyaluronic Acid Hydro Boost Serum. So I'm going to be applying that. So during the winter months, my skin is a lot drier. I have noticed that doing the skincare routine that I do now, it does dry out my skin. So bringing back the moisture is going to help a lot with makeup application. Honestly, you don't need a primer for your foundation. You just need a really good moisturizer. Personally, I like to use moisturizers and primers that leave a tacky base on my skin, because it makes the foundation able to stick to your face and it's not going to slip around or move. And I also find that that helps with the foundation sticking to my skin and the powder sticking to the foundation. So honestly, skincare, moisturizers, and primers are key. Sometimes I don't use primers and I just stick to my moisturizers. So that's just totally up to you. If you have a favorite primer, go ahead and just use that. Now moving on to moisturizer, I am using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. I really love this stuff because it is really lightweight and I have a very sensitive skin. So using like gel-based moisturizers work best for me, because then it won't clog my pores. So that's why I love this. Next for primer, I do use the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. This one is my favorite. This one's my favorite because it leaves a really tacky base on my skin. It also brings a lot of moisture to my face as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. And then lastly, I have been loving using facial oil. Now before, when it came to facial oils, I hated oils because I do not like feeling oily. I do not like feeling sticky. But this facial oil, which is the Radiant Glow Facial Oil by Derma, this one is so bomb. It makes your skin look so glowy and it absorbs into the skin so well while leaving like a really nice dew to your skin. I have combination skin now. My skin is definitely a lot more drier, so using something like this is really going to be helpful to bring back the radiance, to bring back a natural glow into your skin. So when I do go in with powder, sometimes it strips away the natural glow from your skin. So going in with an oil or something more dewier is really going to help make your skin look really luminous and healthy. So I'm only doing like 2 drops, literally. I don't put a lot, and I only put it on the high points of my cheeks, so like right here, wherever the light is going to catch, and I am just like stamping it on. So after I put on all of the oil, the moisturizer, and the primer, I do like to wait a little bit for it to get a little bit tacky and seep into the skin. So I did do my eyebrows off of camera, and now we're going to move on to foundation. So my current favorite foundation is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation, and I'm in the shade 117 light medium. So that's the one that I'm going to be using today, and I like to do about 2 full pumps on the back of my hand. And I take any brush. This is the brush that I carve out my eyebrows with, and I just like to apply it like that. Don't forget your neck. This one is a little bit light for me right now because I did go outside and tan last week. So, but we're just gonna make it work. So I do have a little bit extra that I do like to keep, so I'm just going to blend it out. This is the This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge. So I'm just blending that into my skin. I'm using really light tapping motions, as I'm sure a lot of you already know. Then moving on to concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I have the shade Natural Beige. The secret to a full coverage snatched concealer is letting it sit on your skin. So I'm going to apply my concealer, and I don't usually use a lot. I don't know if that looks like a lot to you, but I just go into the inner corners of my eye, down the bridge of my nose, and here. This is just going to help cancel out discoloration. Obviously, it's going to cancel out your dark circles, and it's also going to make you look like you have a lifted eye effect. Now, the secret to concealer is letting it sit and dry for a little bit on your skin. This is just going to make it have a little bit more full coverage. So while that's sitting on my face, I'm going to be doing cream contour. And for cream contour, I'm using the Wet n Wild contour sticks. This is in the shade 805 Call Me Maple, so I'm going to be using this. So because my foundation is a lot lighter than my skin, I'm going to be a little bit heavy-handed on this. This does blend really easily, so don't be afraid to go in. So I'm doing it on my forehead here. My forehead here. I like to go a little bit higher than where, like, you can make like this face and go a little bit higher above that. So I just like to do it like this. And then also my jawline. And then I like to take a brush, just an e.l.f. angled brush, and I'm going to contour my nose. I honestly do not know how to contour my nose. This is just what I do, so if I'm not doing it right, please don't come for me. But I like to start from my brow bone like that, and I like to go right on top of the nose, not like on the sides. You want to go on top. Goes all the way down, and then I'm doing a little line underneath just to make it look, because it is already looking elongated, you want to draw a line underneath so that it looks shorter, and then also a line on top. Then I'm going to blend that out with my favorite contour brush. This is a Morphe N447. It's a lot more dense, so I'm going to be using this. The key to cream contour is really taking your time to blend it out. So you just want to start on sections. You don't want to rub, because that's just going to make your skin look blotchy. You want to press it into the skin. Now, another thing I forgot to mention is that when you are blending out your cream contour, it's really easy to over blend. So try to just use stamping motions, and when you feel like you have most of the powder blended out, then just leave it like that. Another thing that I like to do is with my nose. Before, I would do cream contour and I'd be so paranoid that it looked too harsh that I would overblend and then it looks like there's nothing on my skin. So using really soft motions and going really slow is going to be your best friend when it comes to blending out cream contour. And then by the time you finish doing that, you can go back in with your beauty sponge and blend out the concealer. Okay, so my next step to a flawless foundation routine is the powders that you use. So it's really important to use powders that you know work really well for your skin. Baking and translucent powder and face powders are your key to have a very flawless airbrush base. So the powder that I use is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Okay, so now that you basically look like a ghost baking on your skin, I'm going to move on to my eyes. So today I'm just doing a really basic eye look. So I'm going to go into the Soft Glam palette and I'm going to take the shade Orange Soda. And then for eyeliner, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is just a black liner and I'm not doing a wing or anything. I'm just tracing. I'm just going to tight line my lash line. So this is just going to give my eyes a little bit more definition. And then for lashes today, I'm using my favorite lash brand ever. This is Tatti Lashes and this is in the style TL3. These are 3D luxury mink lashes. And then I do like to trim my eyelashes a little bit, so I'm going to cut off an edge from the front and also an edge from the back. I guess I'll really quickly show you guys how I apply my false lashes as well. So I like to take the lash and wrap it around my finger so that it has a little bit more of a curve. And then for eyelash glue, I use the Duo Clear Lash Glue. And then I'm going to apply the lash glue on the inner part of the lash, not on top, because then that's when it'll look like you have like white stuff on your eyelid, and that's not the look we're going for. And I just like to blow them, let them air dry for like 15 seconds. I just like to place my eyelash on the middle. And then with like tweezers, I like to stick it straight on top and also the front. Okay, so now that we have lashes on, I'm going to wipe away the bake. And then to brush away the bake, I like to go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to take the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish bronzer in the shade Give Me Sun. And I'm going to be taking that on my favorite bronzing brush. This is a Morphe M527 brush. It's a really big fluffy contour brush. And then I'm going to do a little bit, a very small amount of translucent powder. And I'm going to resharpen up that crease. And I'm really quickly going to blend it up just to like diffuse the bronzer a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the Beige Cosmetics Glowing in Grease blush palette. And I'm going to take the shade Mykonos and put that on the apples of my cheeks.
And apples?
Yeah. I like to put blush on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Make it look like I was in the sun, even though I've been inside all day. And for nose contour, I'm taking this e.l.f. contour brush, the Too Faced bronzer. This is the matte chocolate Soliel bronzer. I'm going to very lightly tap it in, and I'm going to go on the sides of my nose. And then I'm going to take a regular eyeshadow brush and I'm going to blend out the nose contour a little bit. For setting spray, I'm going to use the Morphe setting spray. The original one is fine. I'm just using this one with the collaboration of Jeffree Star. So I'm going to spray that all over my face. And then for highlight, I'm going to be using the Lancome Duo Finish Highlighter in the shade Sparkling Peach. And I'm going to take that on a pencil brush and put that in the inner corners of my eye. And then I'm going to highlight my cheekbones. Lately, I've been loving highlighting the apples of my cheek. So I just like to make like this ugly face, like this. And I'm applying that to my cheekbones. Like that. So now you look really nice and dewy. And then lastly, to finish off the makeup look, I'm going to spray my face again with the Morphe setting spray. And then for lips, I use the Morphe lipstick in the shade Commit and the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. Okay guys, so that completes today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will link all the products that I used in today's video down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias and subscribe to my channel. I do post new videos every single week. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. This is my flawless foundation routine, so hopefully you guys can take some of the tips that I use and apply them to your skin. If you guys have tips that you guys and love doing for your makeup, then please let me know. I'm always looking for new tips on my makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Wow.
Wait, I didn't put it on right. You don't like it?